Welcome, gentlemen. Rich, we'll start with you. As a serial entrepreneur, you've had several ventures over the years. Can you tell us a bit about how long you've been in the technology space and what inspired you to start eZanga?
Well, I started programming and developing when I was 9, got published when I was 12, got involved in in selling different things just to get my way through college. So tech sales was a great place for me to end up. Started my first online internet advertising company in '93, so it's a little over 21 years ago, and been loving the industry ever since.
It's gotten leaps and bounds smarter. It used to start as pretty blatant stuff. We still see some blatant things happen today, but a lot of it's gotten a lot more sophisticated, down to very granular levels that it take forever to find.
Yeah, I always have to go back and look at it.
And do you find new things each time?
Sometimes I'll see a new aspect to a rule that will help us make better determinations about whether something is human or bot, or if it's good or bad.
Well, it can be. It's a very good thing because we put out a very clean product. At the end of the day, advertisers, they want clean traffic. They don't want somebody going on their site and clicking bots every time they get that traffic, something you're paying for. It's like going to a grocery store and buying, rotten eggs. You didn't pay for rotten eggs. You want the good stuff.
There's a lot of series of data points that we're looking at real low levels. We're also looking at certain things that only can be done by a bot, and then there's certain things that only can be done by a human, and we know the difference. So we look at the two, and from that we're able to determine what's real and what's not. So it's just constantly looking at new data points that become available, new ways of skewing data to kind of line things up and show patterns that typically just can't be done by a person. And then once we've identified that, we know it's not real.
I'm pretty confident. I mean, I spend a lot of time looking at this stuff and thinking about it, and I don't want to block good things by accident, and at the same time I don't want to let bad things through on accident. So I mean, pretty much I look at it and spend a lot of time verifying data.
We also spend a lot of time verifying the rules correct. Like Brian spends a lot of time going back and making sure we are, like he said, blocking what we're supposed to block and not blocking the good stuff as well. So when we roll out, we also, hours and sometimes days afterwards, are continuously verifying that data.
We don't. Every one of our clients automatically gets protected by traffic advisors. There's a lot of these third-party companies that pop up, and they give people opinions based on what they see the traffic is worth, but you're not buying from them, so you're paying them a fee for this opinion. And it's becoming more and more important. Google just bought a couple companies recently because of that. Everybody's trying to make sure their traffic stays and remains clean. In fact, if you go to Google right now and sign up for an account, they'll tell you that up to 10% of the traffic from them will be invalid or fraudulent. And if they're having a hard time with as many PhDs that they have, it's going to be very difficult for these new companies that are popping up all over the place to say, well, we got the greatest thing since sliced bread. When, again, we've been doing this since 2005. A lot of these companies starting up they're new. They're 1, 2, 3 years old. They say they got the greatest thing in the world, but they're easily beaten. We've seen it. And so we're trying to make sure that our clients get protected and we don't charge for it, because there's no contracts with us. There's no fee. They get protected. If they're not happy, they go somewhere else. So it's on us to make sure that we stay clean for the client, make sure we deliver results. Otherwise, they'll just go somewhere else.
I think that's a perfect way of segueing out. Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys' participation today.